Hi everyone, it's Sonia from Blackstone Designs Crochet Patterns, and today we're learning how to crochet the star stitch, which is also known as the Marguerite stitch. This is the July stitch pattern for the New Year New Stitch Crochet Along, which is a forever free crochet along that you can join at any time. You can find the details on the Blackstone Designs Crochet Patterns website. For the star stitch tutorial, I am using worsted weight yarn and an H 5mm crochet hook. You will also need scissors and a yarn needle for weaving in the tail. This stitch pattern is worked in a multiple of 2, and it is a 2-row repeat. So we need an odd number starting chain and an even number of total rows. For the July Afghan square, you will need a chain 57, but for this tutorial, I am going to be doing a chain 25. Okay, once we have all of our chains, we are going to insert our hook in the second chain from the hook and draw up a loop. And then you will go to the next unworked chain, insert our hook, draw up a loop. And you will do that until there are 6 loops on the hook. So insert in the next unworked chain, draw up a loop. Now that we have 6 loops, we will yarn over and draw through all 6 of them. Then we will chain 1. And as you can see, doing the chain 1 gives us a little eyelet right here at the top of that stitch. So that would be your first star stitch. For this next star stitch and all the subsequent star stitches across the row, you will insert your hook in that eyelet, drop a loop. Then you will come down here and you will insert your hook between the 5th and 6th loops from the 6 loops that we had on our hook before we drew through all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we will insert our hook down between 5 and 6, and we will draw up a loop. Then we come to this chain that this last star stitch ended in, and we insert our hook and draw up a loop. Then for the next 2 unworked chains, we insert our hook and drop a loop. This gives us 6 loops. Yarn over, draw through all 6 loops, chain 1. Once again, that gives us that eyelet. So we will repeat the way we just worked the second star all the way across. So insert our hook into the eyelet, drop a loop, insert our hook between loops 5 and 6, drop a loop, insert our hook into the last chain that the previous star stitch ended in, drop a loop. Then we will go to the next 2 unworked chains, insert our hook, drop a loop, insert our hook, drop a loop, 5 loops, draw through all, that was 6 loops, excuse me, draw through all 6, chain 1. And I'll show you that one more time. We will insert our hook down through that eyelet, drop a loop, between the 5th and 6th loop, drop a loop, in that last chain that the last star stitch was worked in, drop a loop, and then in the next unworked chain, insert and drop a loop, and then in the next chain, insert and drop a loop. We now have 6 loops, pull through all 6, chain 1. So repeat that across until you only have 1 unworked chain left. That's our last star stitch. And then we have the one remaining unworked chain. We are going to half double crochet right there in that last chain. And that's what the first row will look like. And then we're going to chain 1, turn, and start row 2. Okay, so we will half double crochet in the first stitch, which is that half double crochet from below. Then we will 2 half double crochet in every eyelet across. Okay, and then we are also going to do a 2 half double crochet at the top of this beginning chain. I do mine right here between loops 1 and 2 from that star stitch, but if you want to, you can get into that chain on the end. But I just find this a lot easier to get into. And that is the end of row 2. All right, for row 3, we are going to chain 1, turn, half double crochet in that half double crochet. Then to start the star stitches, we will insert our hook down in the middle of that half double crochet, drop a loop. And then we're going to come down to the stitch where the half double crochet is, where we started that, drop a loop. And then we will insert our hook and drop a loop over the next 3 stitches. That's going to give us 6 loops on our hook, yarn over and draw through all 6, chain 1. From here, we will make our star stitches exactly the way we did our second and subsequent from the first row. So we will insert our hook in that eyelet, drop a loop, insert our hook between stitches 5 and 6, drop a loop, insert our hook in that last stitch where the last star stitch ended, drop a loop, and then over the next 2 unworked stitches we will drop a loop. That gives us 6, and then we will draw through all 6, chain 1. So just repeat that across. Okay, and then we will half double crochet in that last stitch. Chain 1, turn. From here we will half double crochet in the first half double crochet, 2 half double crochet in each eyelet across, and then we will do 2 half double crochet in that last stitch. Okay, and then 2 half double crochet in that last stitch. Chain 1, turn. And from here it will be a row 3 and 4 repeat all the way to the end. If you're working the 15-inch Afghan square, once you get to the end you will do a border of single crochets around like the other squares have been. And then you will hide the tail with your yarn needle. And again, this is what it looks like. So you can see we've got these like horizontal stripes and it gives it some texture. Plus the stitches look like little starbursts, hence the name. And I do think it also has kind of like a flower look to it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. I can't wait to see your finished squares. Happy crocheting!